my show. Let them hush and sling, let them buzz and sting. I'm done with status quo.
And so I just want to say that this is an awesome place. I'm so excited that Grizz Night is happening, and thank you guys for having the idea for the scavenger hunt. The great part about the building that we're in right now is this is a place where as a grown man I can come and dream.
I don't pay it no mind.
Led us to defending the demolition. Okay, they were going to demolish it. Of course, the question asked is, the Phoenix Center should be torn down. Their premise was, and this comes from the Oakland County executive, who kind of sucked the air out of this place for 2 decades. The thought was, because they bought Lot 9, that big parking lot over there, which is about 5 acres downtown Pontiac, that wouldn't it be interesting if we could make a case that we had to destroy the Phoenix Center because it was stopping people from finding Pontiac. I want you to think about that for a second. The city's been here for 150 years, but you couldn't find it because the Phoenix Center was built. Okay. Even though the Loop,
you couldn't find this downtown.
That was their argument.
We have the ability to change the mindset of not only council, but the mayor. Exactly. Because we get to control our own destiny. They don't control our destiny. They're there for us. They're our goals. These are our dreams. Right.
People please, it's not for me. And I bow down, disappear. I've lived a life.
So I have someone here from Microsoft Store.
Alright, so I'm Zach Nema from Microsoft. I work at the Microsoft Store. I am the Business and Education Solution Specialist there. I work with organizations, nonprofits, companies up to the enterprise level, and get devices and software. And we took this model that everything's a showcase now, everything's an open office. So there's not a cubicle, there's an area that you collaborate and you go home, and then you work from home or you do whatever it is you want to do. So next door is an awesome representation of that. It's an awesome space to learn, so you guys will talk about learning and here shortly. But Amazon's thinking about that. You guys talked about Amazon in the last one. Microsoft's doing that. They're trying to get tools on here as well to do the same exact thing with their showcases. So those are 3 of the top 5 companies in the world that are doing that, where they're straying away from sit behind a computer type of way. And this is great that you guys are doing this. So
I didn't. Okay.
You can be creative and like think of more stuff about like that you want to do, like for the park or like for your career when you get older. And I think it's just good that this is that manifestation let us come and like make the world a better place.
For good. Right. So we're trying to get so we're on the lookout for the grifters though, right? We haven't seen many, but maybe at the conference.
The money hasn't arrived yet.
Oh, the grifters? Yeah. Right
Believe me, they'll be there.
Well, right now what's happening?
How do you use the leverage of the opportunity zone to make that happen?
Well, Gretchen Whitmer is going to offer 3 grants upon her January inauguration for K-12 education. We expect to be one.
What will it do?
Innovation grants.
Right, so that rises and falls independently of the subject at hand. The subject at hand is how to use opportunity zones to enhance early childhood education.
That's not the question. Then you got to scale it. And everyone is looking for the solution to our 48th place education system.
So am I. And I don't.
That's what we're talking about.
What I'm saying is, I don't understand how you use the opportunity zone to enhance early childhood education. And I don't understand how you use the opportunity zone to enhance the other social capital building mechanisms that were on the board that we looked at a month ago. And I'm trying to identify the fact that I don't understand it. And I don't. and I'm open to understand it, but I don't understand it. I do understand the tax code, and I do understand the thing that motivates people to put money in, to use the opportunity zone. We all agree that the opportunity zone could be a game changer, but I don't understand how you do it for social capital. I think it happens indirectly. By indirectly, I mean, I think capitalist money comes in, develops Lot 9, develops these big buildings, buys the Phoenix, the Ottawa Towers, and does business as usual. And it has a little bit of spin-off because a mom and pop can get a job working at these buildings.
I mean, business as
usual.
Well, that's great.
But that's not what Bruce.
No, that's going to work great. I think that's the arena to approach it.
It's going to.
Meanwhile, on the other side of the equation, the $6 trillion is being offered up for this other thing that you don't understand.
So it's been an exciting 3 or 4 years to watch this happen. So many of you have been involved through workshops and technical assistance, providing grants. And to Main Street, Daniela, you guys are one of the very first investors to say, we believe in this, we want to support it, we're so grateful. And I'm going to ask the mayor to say a few words in a second, but Scott Stewart's here, our former VP of Programs. Scott built grants, put his brain power into it. It was a huge, his picture's still up there. And so many people involved in this, and so we're excited about the opportunities that we'll have. So good to see you.
Well, thank you so much, Dustin. I am thrilled that this is coming to fruition, and it's just the latest example of the amazing work that the Pontiac Community Foundation does in the community. So thank you.